Whoop, whoop, what's up, Bearcats? We're here, we're hanging, we're chilling. It's Tuesday night, the late start, HMG, NXT watch along. Whoop, whoop, yeet, yeet. Thank y'all for stopping in and hanging out. Always a pleasure getting to chill with you guys. Hope you're all having a great week. Happy Tuesday. We got Lab Rat, who's going to cross the line tonight. Yeet. What are they testing on you tonight, pal? We know Mike Santana's crossing the line, but who else? Let's see. Having watched earlier, I think we are. Let me do a quick double check to make sure I am correct on this. So I can get a starting belt count before we start getting into it.
Somebody like Miles Bourne. Another nice counter there. Bourne power right back up. Miles Bourne has come a long way in a short period of time. Beautiful good block takeover there by the shoulders are down though. Nice shift of the weight, and he's able to shift right back out again under 2 minutes. Left here in round number 2, 60 seconds off the clock. Bourne is up 1 decision to none here on Charlie Dempsey. And I like what we've seen thus far from both competitors because of that familiarity with one another. Neither superstar has taken much of a risk yet. Nobody's looking to take a high risk.
Actually, you know what? I should.
What do you think that benefits Miles Bourne?
I should actually go back through and name each belt so we know which ones are which have already appeared on camera. All right, so the NXT Women's Championship with Fatal Influence, or more specifically JCJ. Trick Williams with the TNA World Title. Ethan Page with the North American Championship. Has 3, 4. AAA Mega Champion El Hijo del Vikingo in the crowd with the belt.
We saw Miles Bourne land that thunderous sequence and then go right back to a side headlock, continuing to strategize, wearing Charlie Dempsey down, not getting ahead of himself.
All right, so 4 belts.
A minute here, and you look at Ren Sinclair. She seemed torn about who she's trying to.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing tonight too, Lab Rat. 8.
Which locomotive to attach her train to? That is very, very true. It's just over 30 seconds here in round number 2. 1-0 Miles Bourne.
See, there's still the NXT North American Women's title. There's still the NXT Men's title, and there's also the tag team titles.
Dempsey turning this right back around. 20 seconds left here in round number 2. Dempsey taking Bourne down. Dempsey also down 1 decision to none. 15 seconds, and this is right where in round 1, Bourne was able to get Dempsey to pick up the first decision. Nice block, stepping through, trying to take Dempsey down. We're at 6 seconds. It's on 5. We're coming.
Well, I wish we'd start seeing more like how they're doing a pretty decent job with the TNA Knockouts tag team titles crossover. Like they were kind of like they're kind of being treated as almost like the NXT women's tag team titles, which I thought was a great idea. It's very possible we might see it as early as tonight.
Who should have the advantage? Does Dempsey feel a little bit of, obviously you just saw, there's frustration boiling in the body of Charlie Dempsey. Frustration coupled with urgency could make Charlie Dempsey an extremely dangerous man, or it could leave him wide open for more mistakes.
Or it might happen at either this week's Impact or Against All Odds. Speaking of which, is that this Friday?
Well, obviously a regal maneuver. Scored the second ball. And we are knotted at 1. And
oh, yeah, yep. It's this Friday. This Friday. Damn.
We're not making an excuse. Was that not a cheap shot? That was a cheap shot. But that's just one of the things. Like I said earlier, this is on the job training. You feel me? Next decision.
Yo, what's up? It's Cold Blooded. Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Right to the ribs, right to the midsection. Charlie Dempsey and Graves, you know there's a bullseye now on the body of Miles Bourne. Absolutely. And Charlie Dempsey has honed in. He is locked in. Going to
Yeah, unfortunately.
In Miles Bourne's game right now. Booker, you know as well as anybody, when your ribs are hurt, it affects every aspect of your game in the ring. Yeah, that's what the real stuff. But the cartilage, I mean, that's the.
I like this is actually a good match. They're telling a story. They're telling a story, like not getting a bunch of shit in, telling a story and working an injury, working a body part.
Created his own rules as Heritage Cup champion. No, done, by the way, the current Heritage Cup champion. I'm sure he's posted up somewhere closely watching this. Yeah, but he is, but you got to look at Charlie Dempsey, the Heritage Cup champion as well. He's a guy that's looking at himself. Right.
Yo, what's up, Final Boss Engaged? Yeet, yeet, whoop, whoop. Good to see you, pal. Hope your day went well. Hope your week's going well so far. Yeet.
Well, you say that because he knows when to systematically start dissecting someone? It's fun to watch Dempsey do what he does best, and that's pick apart the human anatomy. Right now, Bourne able to muster the courage to keep fighting. An absolute surgeon is Charlie Dempsey, but Miles Bourne now showing you the heart, the grit that made him the #1 contender. Heading into Battleground, championship opportunity, and he's not fighting for gold here. He's fighting for.
Dude, Miles Bourne gets it. Something very minute I picked up when he did those two belly to back suplexes. He took just a little bit more time getting to his feet on the second one. Oh, damn, for real? Holy shit, cold-blooded. That's fucked. So we got the hard Donnie. 1 sec. Whoop, whoop. Oh, yeah, hard Donnie. Real hard Donnie. No problem. Let's keep refreshing until it gets fixed. Damn, missed the finish. But yeah, like when I came back, it was Miles Bourne getting announced as the winner and his arm raised. Okay, cool. Thank you for the replays. Okay, Regalplex, that was yeah, I actually used that as a finish. That was my legit finish. When I wrestled, I used that as my finish. I called it the Champagne Supernova. Well, they didn't show the replay of the big finish. Damn. Give me the calling, pal.
He's out. And no, you don't. I got the match back to next week for you two. He was never fully bought in. If you're not committed to the calling, you're out.
Is that right?
All right, so it's like one just got kicked out of the calling. Dude, I thought that was a great match. For like before I saw out of that, I thought that was a great match. They told a story, like they had a story and stakes going into it. And they worked that match based off of that. It also involved working a body part that was worked and sold throughout the entire match. and played into the story of the match. And then babyface ends up going over. Shows good sportsmanship. And then we got somewhere to go from here now. Or at least there's a direction you can go with it. Multiple. Oh, shit. Okay, I thought Money in the Bank started at 8 Eastern. All right, I gotta talk to work when I get in there tomorrow. Yeah, these Netflix bumpers, pal. Let's let them know on Facebook we live. Yeet. I did not hear about that, Lab Rat. So yeah, it looks like they're having NXT angles bleeding into ID programs. I mean, you're already having like one Evolve story a week, or one Evolve, or at least some Evolve act appear on NXT each week, or have some kind of storyline continuation happen in it. Here's something crazy, because and TKO, Endeavor, WME, that's all Hollywood. Are they trying to basically create their own wrestling version of the Marvel Universe?
Graves, there's been a lot on Grace's plate time over at TNA, but does she need to now refocus on NXT? The only thing Ariana Grace needs to focus on is being herself, being the star that she is, whether it be NXT, whether it be TNA, whether it be at a Miss Universe pageant. Ariana Grace is everything we should all aspire to be. People see Miss NXT and maybe forget the extensive judo and boxing.
And then, like, you know, you got events like Worlds Collide that are like you're like, and every once in a while you have an event that's like the Avengers.
Talk about how wonderful she is, how dangerous she is. That's our job. Well, that's true. She want to shake the hand of the gold medalist, LFG Season 1 winner, Grace. You saw Theo's first WWE appearance. It happened at SummerSlam. Could you tell she was destined to step through those doors? I remember meeting Tyra May Steele backstage after the event, and I don't know that I've ever met somebody with so much excitement and elation. The WWE Universe. Tyra loves this. This truly is a dream of hers. She's looking to parlay her Olympic background into WWE superstar.
Okay, so and it's first I've seen her, seen this woman. I did not know she's an Olympic gold medalist. He's from tonight, so yeah, that's nice to have another Olympic gold medalist superstar.
Graves said she's arriving. That being Steele at a great time is now just trying to drag Grace back to the center of the ring because the women's division is wide open.
That'd be interesting.
We're going to find out sooner than later whether she has that switch in her mind that she can put to stop having fun and handle her business. And Ariana's going to put that to the test tonight, no doubt. Think about what it would do for Ariana Grace's career here in NXT if she spoils the debut match of the LFG season. By the way, Booker, are you doing okay? Oh, big move. Cover here. Over the leg, center of the ring. 70 carat signed to Raw over the weekend. Qualified for women's Money in the Bank match. You got to be a little bit down. You know what? I said it to maybe. What about things that jumping over his touch? He's beside her. Congratulations. Congratulations. Well, Dave, now, congratulations. They're also with a dream tag team match at Worlds Collide. Stephanie McCare with a very, very busy day this Saturday. She'll join forces with the Leaper.
Okay, gotcha.
Chief Tormenta and the least of Triple A's top lucha.
Like, I haven't watched any of Evolve, but it looks like they're actually building like storylines, angles, and characters on it. So we got a hard Donnie, pal. But from my understanding, I think that's like Jeremy Borash and Gabe Sapolsky doing that. Which, if it's those guys having free reign to have fun and do their thing, I could see why that'd be a good show, entertaining show, where with them getting the best out of the talent that they can. I'm gonna look that up right now.
Presented by Progressive.
I mean, yeah, considering it's on YouTube, that's actually not a bad. It's not too bad. Like, you can catch it, on demand.
Oh my God, there's no way. What the fancy Channing your new NXT champion?
No te creo.
Pero qué rayos acaba de pasar. Channing! Toxic, fatal influence.
Let's Grok, pal.
Women's division in NXT.
Okay, so according to Grok, I was not aware. I do not watch Evolve. So apparently, Jeremy Borash is not only heavily involved in the production of Evolve alongside Gabe Sapolsky. He's also one of the commentators. So get good old JB on camera, pal. I'm gonna watch a clip real quick while we got a commercial break. Okay, I must have. Okay, so they had that wrong. Yo, what's up, Jay Hall? Good to see you, pal. Whoop whoop. Hope your day's treating you well, pal. Hope you're having a great week. Hope you're having a great day. Yeet. Oh yeah, Jeff Jarrett talked about how JB was the man who wore so many hats. Like that dude did pretty much everything. All right, so yeah, the commentators are actually Peter Rosenberg and Robert Stone. Okay, he might have done it for at one point. Okay. All right, let's go to Wikipedia. Okay, yeah, that was an error by Grok. Oh, no doubt. Like his time in TNA taught him well, especially those early years.
Mike Santana, tonight is the biggest match of your career. Last week, you scored a huge victory against.
Okay, he was at. Okay, yeah. So Borash was actually did do commentary for 205 live.
Main event of a WWE NXT show fighting for the TNA World Title. What crazy times we're living in. But I'll take my time to reflect once that TNA World Title.
Dude, one of the best producers out there, if not the best.
Pretender. I saw someone who's fighting for nobody but himself, but tonight, for me, it's the total opposite. Tonight, I fight for every person who's ever stepped foot in the TNA ring. I fight for the legacy of TNA. Por toda mi gente latina, toda mi gente boricua, mi mundo entero. But more importantly, I fight for my baby girl that's at home. That girl's about to whip
That I don't know. I know he's involved, heavily involved in the production and creative of that.
I know how great you are, but tonight, I'm gonna be 3 seconds better. Let's get it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Color commentator for LFG. Yep. That is correct. Yep. Yeah, it was him and Vic Joseph. We already saw that belt earlier, so we are still at 4, pal.
Why are you both saying all of lives? Booker T just showed a little respect to the new NXT Women's Champion. Look at her. He wouldn't win. Don't be upset.
Yo, we got the OGC in the house. What's up, Colin? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. Pulling up in a space coupe. Don't let his plug walk. Yeet, yeet. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop.
Like I was gonna say before I was so rudely interrupted by you idiots. Right in the universe because fatal influence is finally on top where we belong. Last week I pulled off the most shocking moments in NXT history, and the looks on all your faces, oh, it said it all. The most
That's
fatal
beautiful, man.
wrestling
That's
match.
beautiful. I'm pretty sure she did. I think she did, pal.
Me. Because while all of you underestimated me for years, you called me the third wheel and you latched on to whoever the flavor of the month was. I was there putting in the work. I got better and I stayed ready. Now, some of you might not know this. Shut your mouth. You are the champion. For those of you who don't know, me and Fallon started in this business together, and over the years, she has become like a sister to me. And that's why after a very long discussion, we decided that it was time to finally run the play. The slap heard around the world. And it was an opportunity that
Get me Brokeback Mountain, pal.
Sweet cheeks, I'm Lady Reed. It is so nice to meet you. And last week, you proved to everybody that anything is possible by beating Stephanie back here. And with this division being so stacked, I was gonna wait my turn, but then I realized.
JC, let me be the first to say congratulations. But that NXT Women's Championship, it's not about you or Fatal Influence. And it's about time to bring that title home to Vice City, baby.
You know, when I came to NXT to be a part of the best women's division in the world, I had a plan. But after seeing everything that's happened in the past week, it's apparent that anything can happen.
Brokeback Bronx. Whoop, whoop.
But in a world where Trick Williams is the TNA World Champion, and JC Jane
How about this for a throwback, Colin? That gives a whole new meaning to the question: what floor is Mario on? Oh, dude, like back when Vice City was fresh and new. If they had the right creative minds in place, Lab Rat, I think an all women's show could do well. That's just the problem, and they're never going to get past that. Like, they absolutely have enough women to have an all women's show, like a weekly all women's show at all women's roster. And I think they could make it work. They could make it an entertaining TV show. It's just you got to have the right writing and creative behind it. Obviously, this is WWE. That's Mariah May. Oh, yeah, so Mariah May's made her debut, pal. Oh, dude, nice, Lab Brad. That had to have been fun. Yeah, Mariah May just showed up, pal. Yeah, like there's a blackout, then a spotlight, and there's Mariah May standing in the balcony and like on the riser.
Because the best women's division in the world just got a lot more glamorous.
Yep, JC1 just so May could beat her. Yep. Can you say transitional champion, pal?
WWE Fall tomorrow, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
Ooh, that makes sense, lad, right? Yeah, like yeah, that makes a lot more sense. It's rare that happens. It's rare that happens, and this is one of those times. Where like they kind of actually I think it's kind of a thing where WWE kind of played off of the dirt sheets and tried to kind of got to jump on them. Okay, you let them know that she's coming in. Y'all don't know when, and we'll make that call. We'll do it right now. And that's true too, Lab Rat. And you know what you do? If you're smart, you make that the story. You make that the story. Mariah May all of a sudden she ends up winning the match that gets like number one. She becomes number one contender. And then you have a pissed off. You have somebody that's been on the roster for so long get pissed off run in, cost Mariah May the match when she almost has it won. Boom, there you go. Yo, what's up, Christopher Leclerc? Yes, sir. Mariah May just made her NXT debut. Yeet, yeet. Very true. However, I think things have become so separated between like NXT, TNA, the main roster, like the NXT, TNA, Evolve, LFG, all of that. Separation between that and like the main TKO Endeavor, all that. I think that separation is wide enough to where the people who are running like things on this level or TKO and on this level or TKO upper WWE are on this level. I think they're giving they have a lot more freedom to do what they want because, you know, the people up here ain't really paying too much attention to what's going on down here. Yeah, not a bad trade-off. Not a bad trade-off. Plus, this gives Jordan Grace more room to maneuver. You have plenty of other women on the roster that can, like Lash Legend. That's a spot for her to move into. Yeah, it's possible, Lab Rat. But hey, no, she could get, you know, it could be like the Indy Hartwell thing. She just goes to TNA. Oh, Jada. Yeah, that'd be kind of... I can't say if they release Jada, I would agree with that call. Thank you, Lab Rat. So I got to thinking, what if they're trying to make NXT kind of like a hub for where all worlds really do collide? Like we've seen Evolve have a segment, or have like a story, or something happen on the show. We've had LFG have something happen on the show. We've had AAA have something on the show. We've had TNA have something on the show. And plus, we have sometimes WWE guys come down, like Dragon Lee right here. Yo, what's up, Scott Woodford? Good to see you too, pal. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Yeet, yeet. Hope yours is going well. It's been a fantastic one. Whoop, whoop.
Star and Octagon Junior Triple, also Luchadors, and all of AAA ready for battle this Saturday. It is going to be no doubt about it. Worlds collide and then money in the bank. What a Saturday it's going to be.
Dude, I wonder if they're really trying. I wonder if they're trying to turn NXT into the Forbidden Door just to kind of stick it to Tony.
It's coming to LA this Saturday, June 7th. The World's Collide here for him. And money in the bank and into it, though. Tickets on sale now.
Oh, nice, Scott. That sounds delicious. Whoop, whoop.
Against Laredo Kid, Javon Evans, and Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, like Worlds Collide sounds like a fun show. Like, damn, I'm kind of mad I'm at work. Swipe right, pal. Damn, a lot of hard Donnies tonight. Yeah, kind of, yeah, like the Mortal Kombat arena, all dimensions meet and fight. Oh, nice, Scott. What movie? Hang on, we got a hard Donnie. So I'm going to go ahead and change the feed because we've been getting a lot of hard Donnies tonight.
Championship, winner of which has Ethan Page separation origin covered by Laredo Kid. In fact, Ethan Page has arguably done more in NXT in a shorter period of time.
Oh, nice.
You have to respect the skill and the strategy of all league.
Yeah, for real, there's a lot of meat on the bone in that John Wick universe. You could create stuff, create like almost like a smaller version of the Star Wars universe. Like, this is basically a Worlds Collide match right here. You got an NXT guy teaming up with LFG/Evolve guys. And on the other side, you got NXT, AAA, and WWE guys together. I'm sorry, I should say AAA, WWE, TNA, NXT guys on one team. Oh, and an LFG guy. Yeah, that's from LFG. I'm sorry, Evolve.
Someone knocked him off the top of the mountain. Period, point blank. You can disagree till the day is over. But until you beat us, you can't say Ragley off the top, another cover, another kick.
That would actually be a great gimmick, Lab Rat. That would be a fantastic gimmick. Like, anytime Stephanie Vaquer wrestles, all of a sudden Booker T sits in on commentary. Hey, I'm joining you guys. I'd actually like to see Pat and Booker together commentating a Stephanie Vaquer match. I think that'd be entertaining. Like, I think Booker could get Pat to come out of his shell when it comes to that, at least that sort of commentating. Yeah, for real, that's Booker T, pal. Giggity, giggity. All right. Giggity, goo.
You see over there, you see Brad, you see Drake, and you got to wonder, is there a little bit of jealousy amongst them that someone from a ball like Sean Legacy has a North American championship on Ego's edge? Legacy.
It's Quagmire, Quagmire. And so far, like, we've only seen one Spot Fest match tonight, and that's this, which kind of makes sense because it's like it's to hype up well, part of the reason for it is to hype up a Lucha Libre pay-per-view this weekend, or event this weekend. So yeah, it makes sense. It's one of the dishes at the buffet.
That boot was gnarly. No, that boot was right on the money. And right there, he's the page, that's T, page, and position. Well, let's think about what Ethan Page said before this match. What he said as he was
That's a good question, Labrat. I don't know. But yeah, like having Raven get involved with the culling, that would be fantastic. What time? It is actually now 7 Eastern, which means, yeah, I thought it was 8 Eastern too, which means I got to talk to work, see if I can get out, talk about getting out earlier, otherwise it's going to be a late start.
I think they came ready to sit under the learning tree of a decorated champion. Then you want them to learn from the brash arrogance of someone like Ethan Page. I want them to learn from a man who showed up in NXT, won the NXT championship, who had an opportunity. The young OG. Oh, I like Jackson Drake already. The guy's tough. He doesn't compete with knee pads.
Let me go look real quick.
And he's right on time. Throwing some haymakers and also trying to build momentum, because let's all remember tomorrow on CBS WWE Evolve, that man has the opportunity to become the first ever WWE Evolve.
All right, so it starts at 3 Eastern, and Money in the Bank starts at 7 Eastern, so that's 4 hours. I could see them doing 2.5 hours, maybe 3, and then like in the Money in the Bank pre-show. Like I could see the end of Worlds Collide like going into the Money in the Bank pre-show.
Sure, I like everybody. Well, Brad Baylor right now in control, as you said earlier. Oh, what I was about to say. These two are starting to beat the hell out of one another here on NXT.
Oh, dude, all good, man. I get that shit fucked up all the time.
Right over at Sean Legacy into the cover. Sean Legacy standing into the cover and a kick out. Landing shooting star didn't get the job done, but look at the pressure being applied. I really like this. I'm appreciating the skill set of this young man. Really,
Dude, I'm liking some of these younger guys they're bringing up on here, like from Evolve, because they're recognizing we're getting TV time. We're getting an opportunity. We ain't gonna let this shit go by. We're gonna make the most of it.
looking on, enjoying the action as they prepare themselves for final this Saturday at Worlds for Life. This is the opportunity for Evans Page. Cutting off Javon.
How far am I? I'm in the middle of it's the 8-man tag. Javon Evans. We're about to see the hot tag from Javon Evans to yeah, we're about to see the hot tag. Yeah, hot tag to Dragon Lee. As far as actual time, that's a hard call. Yeah, I don't have a timer on it or a timestamp. Yes, sir. The NXT Women's Division just got a little bit more glamorous, pal.
Shoulders down, cover, count, broken up by Page. Ethan Page at the last possible second, keeping hope alive for his team after that crash landing on the outside for Laredo Kid. Dragon Lee turns the tables. Page sent to the outside. Booker, did you hear that thud right out here in front of us? Gnarly thud, big tip. Tag was made. Sean Legacy hoping to win a championship tomorrow. Maybe become a double champion in the future. But right now, he's got to be focused on this moment. And tag was made.
Oh yeah, for real. Yeah, like the AAA deal, like that's actually a great place to send Dragon Lee. If he's not getting over on on the main roster, okay, we'll put him there and he can do well down there. Yeah, very quick. Yeah, that's true. Like you could get something out of him on the main roster, but they don't know what to do with him. They don't know what to do with him. We're still at 4 belts. Still waiting to see the women's North American title, the NXT title, and the tag titles.
The universe appears to be firmly behind Sean Legacy, and who's captivated me.
Now that makes a lot of sense, Lab Rat.
Sean Legacy wants to stand toe-to-toe with the champion. However,
like, okay, we know we got something in the pipeline we got a spot for him. We just got to make sure we got just got to seal the deal.
just got slapped. Dragon Lee.
Oh, yeah. He listens to Solid Monster Sounds Off. In fact, there's one episode of the Stevie Richards Show, I remember, where he put over the wrestling bios dude and said he wants to learn how to edit videos from him. And Babyface is over. Whoop, whoop.
Match. Closing moments here. Dragon Lee after double stop for the heart of Dragon. Followed up immediately. Operation Dragon. Big win for Dragon Lee. Hopefully he can parlay that momentum on behalf of his team. Come home alive this Saturday. And word of advice for people watching, don't quit. Well, there you see the TNA champion, Trick Williams, set to defend his championship in moments against Mike Santana. Can Santana save TNA? We find out tonight.
Oh, yeah, our main event, the TNA World Title. Yeet. Yo, what's up, Signing the Head Rack? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great day. Hope your week's going well for you so far, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, we're about ready to see the main event. Trick Williams defending the TNA World Title against Mike Santana. Yeet, yeet. But, man, it's starting to look like NXT's becoming kind of a hub for all these different universes for the WWE umbrella to converge under. Like, so far tonight, we've seen just from tonight, we've seen Evolve storylines and characters. We've seen LFG storylines and characters bleed over. We've seen AAA characters and storylines bleed over. We've seen main roster characters and storylines bleed over. We've seen TNA main characters and rosters or storylines bleed over. Thank you, Sonic. Yeah, it's basically like the WWE's version of like the Marvel Universe. Whoop that yeet, pal. What's up, Gam? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. Hope all's well with you, pal. Alrighty, I'm gonna eat some of these delicious ass chicken wings. There's this local pizza place in my area that does the thing where every Tuesday they do a large 14-inch cheese pizza, $6.99, $1.50 per topping. Well, shit, you know what? I feel like getting that tonight. I got that in some of their chicken wings, and they hook you up with the chicken wings. And they're delicious, pal. Oh, they're so delicious. I'm going to have some more of them. Whoop, whoop. Yo, yo, what's up, Gruss? It do well. What to do with you? Yeet, yeet. Oh yeah, I feel like the pizza ended up being $10. I got it for me and my grandfather. I got his half. He got double sausage. I got pepperoni and sausage, and it's big, thick sausage too, pal. Yeah, give me that big, thick sausage. Yeah. Yeah, I think we see some shenanigans tonight. Lab rat. Too soon for Trick to lose. Yeah, we need to let that trick and A era go for a bit. 7 belts.
Actually, we are just waiting for your signatures.
So Ava just said, oh, but she
We don't need it. Here is the contract. This is the first time we've had to look up.
Yeah, for sure. No daddy on this sausage. We don't got no baby oil on this. Whoop whoop.
Just like makes no difference.
Yeah, put your meat on my meat.
Nothing clear. What's not gonna. So, the result remains the same.
dude, everyone is going after Jason Davis.
Wait, hang on. Oh damn, that's 9 belts. We are at 9. We all bust. We all just busted. That's 9. That's 9 belts. Oh yeah, that's a speed title. Sol Ruka has the speed title with her, the women's speed title. Yep, that's 9 belts. Yeah, reform LAX with homicide. I like that.
Tatum, you've seen what I do to people who cross me, who are true friends. I purge them. That's what you need.
We need some of those NDAs. Yeah, get me vacant as belt count champion.
You want to speak to me? Yeah, how's everything go? Look, I don't got time for this small talk, all right? Tony, after our conversation last week, I began to think.
Yeah, for real, we never see that belt on any of the shows. Then we would have had the 8, and then they decided to screw us.
Oh, you did what, Tony? My intention. Okay, for me and you. I mean, Stacks made high rounds to take you out before Battleground, right? And then West got one over on you. Don't you think it's time for us to retaliate against them? So you wanted to do this for the family, but you didn't get my consent first. Tony, with all due respect, we're not really a family anymore, are we? What's Cylon next week?
Yeah, for real. For real, pal. We got stooged on. Yeet. Next week, Jasper Troy. I like how Oba's such a good promo that how he knows how to put over his opponents without putting himself over and put his opponents over. Did we? I don't remember. Yeah, what's going on in the Olive Garden? Kitchen in the Olive Garden, pal. Yeah, I like that line that Obafemi had, it doesn't matter if I'm snapping a twig or I'm going to have to plow through an oak tree like you. The results are still going to be the same. Give me Santana. Whoop, whoop. I was like, we're having some buffering issues, pal. I apologize. I disagree on that, Gruss. I disagree on that. Miz was a dude who took all the hazing. Like, he took all the hazing and bullying through his way and rose above it and overcame it and became basically like the ultimate utility player, team player you could ask for. Hey, we need somebody to do this. I got it. We need somebody to fly out and make an appearance here. I got it. We need somebody to fly out and do this show, this morning show. I got it. We need somebody to do an emergency Make-A-Wish. I got it. Like, even though for most of his career, Miz was a heel on camera, I think a lot of fans recognize, like, what he contributed and what he gave to the business and the fans. Like, he got ribbed on and shit on a lot very early on, but he's one of those guys that rose above and overcame it and became, like, just a guy, like one of the most dependable guys you could count on. Yeah, for real. He was definitely up there. Yeah, dude, how can you not respect the Miz? How can you not respect that dude and everything he's put in and all the work he's done and him just being the guy who just stepped up when he was needed? Okay, that's the first I'm hearing about Gunther. Wow. Wow, dude. You know what? I think a lot of the talent have a lot are a lot more gutsier, are willing to put their balls out there because Vince McMahon ain't there to cut them off anymore. And this is a time where they know they have options. Yeah, Miz knew the game. Miz knew the game. He might be one of the smartest of all time. I could see that. I could see that being a thing in protest for truth. Think about it, like, R-Truth is one dude that nobody in that locker room can say a bad word about. Like, he was basically like as far as like the locker room presence, he's like a modern day Owen Hart. Yeah, for real. Like, yeah, so, yeah, Miz knows the TV game. He knows the TV game. Yeah, Miz has options. Miz absolutely has options. He's talented enough. He's covered. Yeah, for real. It's just, don't be real. It's just get whatever gets you attention.
With worlds collide. It could be an extremely long day for La Primera, who will be pulling double duty, competing in tag team action prior to her Money in the Bank.
Nice, Scott.
And Stephanie Vaquer joins forces with Lola Vice to battle Dalise y Tormenta from Triple H.
Yeah, that is going to be, Saturday is going to be loaded, but Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to catch Worlds Collide. I'm going to be at work all day, having to work my way out of getting out an hour early so I can make sure I get home in time and get everything set up for Money in the Bank at 7 Eastern that I, or sorry, 7 Eastern that I was not expecting. That's my dark horse prediction is that Grande Americano wins the Money in the Bank and cashes in to win the AAA Mega Championship. Oh, yeah, that's right. They got it going on. Nice. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, Miz was smart. Miz was very smart. Or I should say Miz is very smart. So, yes, so far the bell count for tonight is 9. With the outsider belts being the TNA World Title, the AAA Mega Championship, and the surprise WWE Women's Speed Championship.
Introducing the challenger from the Bronx, New York, weighing 230 pounds, Money Santana.
I wouldn't mind seeing seeing Miz in AEW. I think if given the creative freedom, he could be entertaining as fuck heel.
From Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in 240 pounds, he is
I mean, agreed. It would not be a good look, but and be one of those things where it depends on where the story goes. Like if it ends with an up and coming star babyface and AAA taking it from El Grande Americano to help establish them, no harm, no foul.
Unfortunately, what little information I've been able to obtain stories of Trick ruffling feathers backstage at TNA as we see Elijah, who eagerly.
Oh, so we got Elijah in the crowd too.
Taking people off backstage, making demands, first-class travel, hotel accommodations for his entourage. This is a man who's spending.
That's always a great character, and Miz played that very well. Ooh, I can see that. Miz versus MJF, MIZ versus MJF. Whoop whoop.
His daughter, who was watching at home, wants her to know.
All right, 1 sec. Be right back. I take a quick piss break. Be right back. Yeet yeet. Sorry about that. We back. Oh yeah, that's right. Unfortunately. So AEW is kind of in a unique position right now. Like WWE is vulnerable. AEW has a chance to create a lot of goodwill and draw people to their product. Problem is they gotta make a product that's worth their time watching. And not one that's just, for the sickos because that's what I am and that's who I care about.
Changed his life 2 years ago as a challenger. He really has been through the waters of what has been through the ice in the downs, looking to achieve a record risk and all. Who's walking out tonight with the TNA World Championship around their waist? Santana throwing caution to the wind, understanding this may be his only opportunity to, as he would say, TNA into the cover, shoulders down for the championship. Woo. Santana understands the assignment, knows the weight of the world is on his shoulders, and Mike Santana is looking good so far. Oh, another drop kick right to the back of the neck, going into yet another cover, looking at the inside leg, and Trick able to pick out one. It was Mike Santana last week who beat Tavion Bates here on NXT. Admitted Booker, it took him 16 years for that moment. Game like that, we could have done it. I don't think so. I could have just had Mike Santana a lot of credit for sticking it out in this game. I agree. Okay, I assume you'd agree with me. It's a different type of hunger. 16 years scratching and clawing and not knowing if you're ever going to make it anywhere. You make the most of every single opportunity that happens to come your way.
Yep, exactly, Sonic. Or they go to ECW.
They bring that TNA championship back home. And it's a different type of appreciation for the champion. Mike Santana is a guy who
Except now there's like a WCW, a couple of B-level WCWs, and multiple ECWs, and even stuff below ECW that still you can make a living off of.
The weight of an entire company is on the shoulders of the Bronx native in this matchup. And Booker.
Yeah, I remember I forgot how many times Stevie Richards on his show talked about ECW. Kind of for some people, it's like where you went to when you were in between either WCW or WWE. When you're going from one to the other, you kind of made your stop in ECW on your way from one to the other.
Well, got to remember, Mike Santana, the only way he can win the TNA World Championship is to pin or make sure that man's eyes. Man, look in that man's eyes. I don't like it. Work right there. Is it boxing work? I don't like that. You got to step back. You got to put him down. I don't like that. But he's got way. And there you go. Santana took his eye off the ball for a second, and Trick made it. Look at this half crowd stepping right through. But what about the transition? So many people question Trick Williams.
It's been a good match so far.
Because Trick Williams is the man who holds the gold right now. Maybe the TNA gold, but it's Trick Williams gold.
Trick and A, pal. Whoop whoop.
Between the eyes, got to go to retain the championship.
From a veteran perspective, I would have to say Santana. Let me double check and see who's been wrestling longer. Yeah, it's 100% Santana leading this because Trick Williams didn't even start training in wrestling. Well, he was training in wrestling at the same time Santana was running as a part of LAX and TNA. Yeah, Santana's got about a decade on Tricks. So yeah, Santana has got to be leading this. He's got to know right now is entering these deep waters. This might be his only shot. Yeah, for real, dude. Well, they did have the women's title change last week. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, last week they did have 2 titles change on They actually did have 2 titles change hands last week, to be fair. Yeah, I know. How crazy is that? How crazy is that when we were seeing Conan and Santana and Ortiz together cutting promos on Jim Cornette? In Impact, pal. Back when Jeff Jarrett was there, it looked like it was going to become a merge into Global Force. Yeah, I know, for real, Sonic. Like, I remember when Lucha Underground first came out on the hype behind that, and it was like, wait a minute, that was like 10 years ago. Fuck. That was a hard Michael and Bruce there. Whoop, whoop. Pepperidge Farm members. They remember Global Force Wrestling. Dude, I'll never forget. I was on I wrestled on an IWA pre-show, IWA Mid-South pre-show. This was the one that Jeff Jarrett and Hurricane Helms were on. And this is the one where Jeff Jarrett saw Congo Kong, brought him into Global Force Wrestling, and that led to him getting in TNA. We got first class interfering. First class. Yeah, we got shenanigans, pal. We got shenanigans. Yeet.
his own. Knees to the back. Trick Williams looking around. First class out here to the left. Elijah beside himself. Trick shot. Trick shot. Trick shot. Trick retains the title. Here's the winner. And Steph.
I remember that too, Scott. You had a table, no soul, pal. All right, so the way they ended the show too, it looks like First Class have aligned themselves with Trick Williams. Okay, I can get with that. All right. All right, and that's going to do it for us tonight, pal. Tomorrow we got Wednesday Locker Room, the AEW Dynamite Watch Along and Belt Count. And then as soon as that is over, we'll be going live, twitch.tv/LGBrandon whoop whoop, where you can also catch me sporadically throughout the week when I'm not here or if I got time to do it. And then Thursday, we got the TNA Impact Watch Along. Friday Locker Room. And then instead of SmackDown, we'll be skipping SmackDown again. We'll be going into TNA Against All Odds. And then Saturday, Smack Attack. And then Money in the Bank. And not sure if it's going to be a late start. We'll let you know tomorrow when I talk to work. Anytime, man. Thank you for stopping in. Always appreciate hanging out with you. Whoop, whoop. And then Sunday, The Wreckage. And then HMG After Dark, I think we'll go into Shorzy. Go back to Shorzy Season 2, pal. So, yeah, that's it for us tonight. Oh, yeah, and of course, Monday Locker Room, Raw Watch Along, Impact Attack. That's it for us tonight, guys. Have a great rest of your night. Hope to catch you on one of the shows or on Twitch. Take care, y'all. Yeet, yeet. Yeah, give me the Phil Collins pay-per-view, pal. Have a good night, Lab Rat. Gam, Sonic, Scott, Gruss. Much love to y'all. Catch you later. Yeet, yeet.